see it.
Right, perfect. So let me just make my smaller so we can see everything and Zoom doesn't get in my way. So bear with. You heard back from Mark yet, by the way?
Oh, really? What did he say?
No. Have you heard back from him?
Oh, no, nothing.
Okay, I was going to get excited then.
I hope that you have heard of him, but
No, I haven't. But yeah, don't worry, I'll give him another nudge. He makes me laugh. He's paid Ellie for social media marketing and she can't get hold of him now. And she's like, but he's paid me. And I'm like, mate, he's driving me nuts. So anyway,
and we're gonna be like, well, he hasn't paid us.
he will do. No, he will do. He will do. He's just
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Just busy. And just like I said, he's paid Ellie. Well, he's paid WA Designs. But now she's like, well, I'm sat on his social media money, but can't get hold of him to find out what he wants me to do. And you're like, kill me. So he's a really lovely person. He's just useless. And he is just useless. And it's just like, come on, Mark. So I might give him a call and just see what's going on. But anyway, so what you hadn't done, you hadn't set this up right, but it's fine. So basically what I've done is in the back end, I've set up the Advanced Portfolio Pro module. I'm going to call this homepage because you might want to use it somewhere else in the future.
Okay.
So I've set that up. And basically now I've got my two. You'll see this one goes to a dead link. I'll explain that why in a minute. And this one goes to a blank page.
Okay.
I'll explain why in a minute. I'm not sure why your logo is here, but don't really panic about that so much. Let's just play with this first of all. So you can see now we can move around what's marketing, what's commercial, what's print, or we can look at all of them, yeah? It's a really little module. So what you would do is you get an SP page builder. Let's come out of this for a minute. And you can see here now I've done my MC Hale and Co solicitors and I've attached it to the category projects. How I did that, I go up to publishing, choose projects. And now what you would do is under here, we'd copy and paste everything from this project. So if I can get it to open. So basically I would save, he's got loads of images. So let's just save one for the top.
Wait a second, that's a whole image?
Yeah, that's a carousel. So you see he's got 3.
Oh, fuck, Yanni was right.
Don't tell Yanni that Yanni was right. He'll get a big head.
Now I owe him €550.
I never tell a man that he's right. Oh my God. It's like the end of all evil. So what I would actually, let me just do something because Paul's just fixed a problem which is going to help us. So let me just go back here. Extensions, because I've had a problem with someone else's website. So let's just put this in quick, which I haven't caused, somebody else has. Right, so pages.
Okay.
So what I would do is if he wants this to be exactly the same, I would go up to here and get rid of my padding and hit save. And then I'd go to add-on and go down to slideshow.
Okay.
And then in here,
I
would upload this picture for argument's sake. So we'll put this one in first, right? Because you'll be able to use this as a template.
Oh, is it all the same though? Because I think every single one of his is a different like layering. I don't think they're all the same. I think each one is a different, like a different page with different things.
Okay. Well, you can play around with it. This is what I want you to do. Because this site, it does not need to be live like next week. I know you'll want to go live, and don't take this the wrong way, because obviously you'll want to have pennies, which is fully understandable and I completely get. But this would be good practice for you. So basically, if you
great practice for me, believe.
But if say for instance, if this was meant to be in a different part of the website, you just drag and drop it. So you just do a new row and you'd say, right, the slideshow is going to live there.
Yeah.
So you just play with it however you want. So within our slideshow, we do another one. So another item, go into my cog, choose my image, upload this other one, which is the leaflets. Hit apply.
Okay.
Then I know there's a third one. I mean, you can even name them what they are, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So the other thing I'll need to do is, let's apply that. Autoplay, and let's do slide because that's what he's got. So this should now play, she says. There you go. So it now plays, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these are really low res images. This is really quite bad, but that's his problem, not ours. He could actually supply us better images. So then we know that this bit needs to be this mad pink.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Okay. So let's just humor an old woman for 5 seconds. So let's make that pink and make the text color. What color does he want that to be? Why he's got all these ridiculous stars, I do not know.
Please tell me why, Debs. Please tell
know.
me, because my soul left my body when I saw how he has done it. And you know what? I was like, okay, I'm not going to be because what he has done is like put 3 stars and then 3 stars and then 3 stars and then 3 stars. And I'm like, okay, guess what I'm not going to do? Get 3 stars and then 3 stars and then 3 stars to like get out a whole line. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a screenshot of that line and just add it like an image. And it turned out fun. I was like, okay, work smarter, not harder.
No, exactly. No, exactly. I don't understand why we're losing the top of this, but I'm not gonna, we can work that out. I'm not too sure what's happened there, but
If I begin to tell you how many problems I've had with this website, you're gonna be you're gonna be sorry for me, right?
Don't worry, it's character building. It's good.
Yeah.
It sounds awful, and I don't want you to think I'm like dropping you in the shit, but honestly,
Oh no, I loved it, to be honest, because when I pulled it off, because I have like I've done the whole page, the front page. I was like, oh my god, look what I can do. Isn't that great?
I love it. I love it. So let's look, what's he done that in? So he's done that in Georgia and it's 32. So let's go for, where are we? So he's done that in 32 pixels. And the font family, where have you gone? Georgia. I don't quite know why you have, but there you go.
Love you. Small little city.
All right, let's just do. He wants it like that, and he wants it quite heavy. Let's go. What's that look like?
That's exactly what I've done with the whole website.
Yeah. Right. So MC Hale. Okay. How the hell is it? Is this an image? Those stars.
Let me. Well, this is like, I don't know if I can show you right now. Probably I cannot. Do you see the first 3 stars that are like the first 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different image. And what he has done is like put 3 and then 3 and then 3 and then 3, and it has created a whole line out of 3s. So you can understand that that's whole like 20 images right there.
Right.
But what I've done, if you I think I have it in the images. If you go in the images, I've had them like whole because I was done with this to be honest. So if you go in the images, you can see that right there they are.
Right, so we need that one by the sound of it. Okay, so I'm guessing that lives in there. There we go. Just looks shit. But there we go. That's his baby.
It's his baby.
I mean, it's not. I mean, the man's a designer, and it's just like, what the fuck? That's just
Oh, I'd love to meet
class.
this man. He
This is,
sounds
this is the other thing you've got to do. So, to make it easy for them, I would go into here and give it an admin label. So you'd have rotating images. So it makes it easier for him to know what's where. So he'd know then that he goes into here and he would change his images. So you could even make it easier again where it says item 1, put the admin label. So you'd have first image football, for argument's sake, right? And then if you wanted to change it, when he goes into it, he'll go, oh, look, that's where I changed the first image football. You know what I mean? But that's how I build for clients. I do it so it's really monkey see, monkey do. And then we build for like people that haven't got a clue. Otherwise, they'd be doing this themselves. Yeah. So you see here, like it says text block, I would call that heading. So he can't not know that that's not the heading. And then we go into, he wants to have, be a good sport. So just, I don't know, we'd call this, stop it, sub.
Yeah.
Needs to be this.
Do I have to do that on the front page as well?
I would, personally.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I know it seems like a pain in the ass, but
no, that's fine. Well, he pays me, I hope so.
Oh no, he'll pay. Stop panicking. He'll pay. Trust me.
Well, if you consider that the first job I had is Freddie Tuilagi.
Yeah, don't worry. We're all with you on that one. Trust me. That man will pay me. That man will pay us all. Trust me. Otherwise, I will hunt him down like a dog.
Missy, would you want to hunt Freddie Tuilagi?
No, personally, I don't really want to take Freddie on. He's a bit bigger than me. But I don't like not being paid, and nor do my team. And that's what I said to Anton. We were talking about this on Wednesday. I was like, well, you say you're going to pay this week. Make sure you do. I says, because my team aren't as stupid as me and they want paying. And he just laughed. So they all know.
Oh, well, he's giving like a deposit.
Oh, Anton, that's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, he's giving a deposit.
He hasn't paid it yet, mate.
Oh, but he's supposed to give one.
Yeah, of course he is. But because I see him every Wednesday, I was like, that's what I said to him. I was like, well, I told everybody I see you every Wednesday, so it's not like you're not going to pay me. And he was like, I'll do it this week. And he's put it in writing, and he will do it. He will do it.
Oh, I hadn't understand that he was supposed to put a deposit, because I thought like it's not exactly building a whole brand new website. So maybe he's not supposed to do a deposit, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, he will. Hold on, let me see. Can I do spacing in here? No. So let's get that. There. Let's make that 19.
Oh my God, your pound has gone up.
Well, what's gone up?
Your pound has gone up.
Check us out. You mean
0.0
skin anymore? Brilliant! Yay!
You keep going up, you guys.
That's what we should be doing. Right.
Well, it works for me. I'm getting more euros.
Happy days.
Well, I remember when it was for like the pound sterling was like €2 nearly. That was a great days. we got more money. That's great.
Good. Right, normal. Let's go and have proper padding underneath there. Where are we? Okay, to me that sort of looks pretty similar to what he's got.
Yeah,
slightly better considering what we're working with.
Does it have to be like? Does it have to be this boxed kind of boxed layout?
He will want to change it, but when he wants to change it, he's going to have to learn to do it himself, because we can't be doing it all for him. So let's just do
because, well, first of all, it doesn't look good.
I don't like it personally.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Like he has that box layout menu, which is like cropped in the both sides, like left and right, it's cropped, and it has like a boxed layout, and it's just in the middle, and then it's cropped. And I don't really like that. I was like, Yanni, do you know how to do that? Maybe have you got any ideas? And Yanni was like, why would you want to do that? It looks horrible.
Excellent. Love Yanni. Brilliant. Right, let's choose this image. Right, and like I said, I'm just making a template at the moment. What you could do is do this and then actually contact him and say, right, I want you to look at this and tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Right, let's just go into here. Let's make it a fluid row.
Well, I'm gonna say to him, I've done my absolute best to make it as similar as I could, because I really did that. But I'm not a magician. It's different. WordPress and Joomla, they're like two different things. So of course, I'm not gonna be able to do it like the exact same thing.
Well, look at this. I mean, like, it just shows how small he's made these images, because they should be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
What's the next one? So that's
It's all of them. It's all of them. It's like this horrible box layout thing. And I totally, that makes my life hard, to be honest, at the moment.
Well, don't get too upset. We need you on the team, Miss Mary.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry about that.
Right, so let's do.
Let's see, what's wrong with you?
What would we call this? Content. That. And he wants us to be white.
What I could do with that to make it like, give it like this, let's say, boxed layout thing, is just play with the boxes and just.
I wouldn't worry about doing the box layout, because I think the box layout looks shit personally. I would do it like this, but we're going to have to say to him, we need these images bigger, or maybe we don't. I mean, I'm not being funny. This sort of breaks it up a bit, but it's personally not what I would do. I would have
maybe if we could just get the background of this image and set it like as a background color, maybe it would be a little less, Well,
you can play around with it, but what I just wanted to show you on this is basically what he's trying to create. So
yeah,
he's got
a whole different page.
Yeah, so he's got another static image that goes in here. Let me just paste that. Let's go get this one. Save image.
Then that's like, those are buttons right there.
They're what, sorry?
The previous and next, those are buttons, right?
Yeah, but don't worry about that. I really wouldn't worry about that at all, because what I can do is underneath here, specifically to these pages only, have view all our other work, which is what I've done on WA Designs. So if you go look at WA Designs, you'll see where we have our showcase and we go into Loxley, and I really need to update this because this was done last January, as in January 2022. I've not added any more projects on here, so I've got some homework to do. But like down the bottom of here, you've got further projects, so I can go and look at other projects. That's how I would treat his website.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about putting in the buttons and stuff, because what you'd done is you'd added in these buttons and tabs and blah, 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 when this module does it for you.
Okay.
So it's all good. It's what you've done. Don't get downhearted or anything, but his images are so low res, it's untrue. If he's not happy and doesn't have the original images, all we would do is make this not a fluid row. And then this will decrease the resolution, but we go back to boxed, and I don't like boxed, but he might like boxed, who knows?
Well, his whole website is a box, to be honest. So.
Exactly. But he knows this, he just needs it to be so simple that he can manage it himself. But the only way we're going to get him to manage it himself is by getting him there to begin with.
Yeah.
But anyway, so say you've built this page. So if you wanted to copy this same layout, all you do is export.
Yeah, I know that.
And you'll see down here it's exported it. I then go into my download, which is this one, and I rename it. So I've got it locally and I go bubble project. Helps if I can spell project template.
Yeah.
Save that. So then I would come out of here and say, I'm going to do my next one. I'd go new. I'd call it project, whatever the name is. Go to my publishing, select category, projects, get rid of that, import. Where have you gone? My bubble template, there you go. I hit save, preview, I've got my template to work on. And then I just go and change everything to suit the next project, which in this case would be, this website is so slow.
Yeah, what is that?
It's WordPress, he's not updated it, and this is what I hate. So then I'd go into this one and I would once again copy all of this. So I'd, right click, download it all, replace it all. So you can see here, he doesn't have a carousel. So I replace the slideshow with a standard image and just stick the image up there.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
How do I get them to show up in the front page like he has in Make with Love?
Okay, so what you would do is you'd go back to components.
Yeah.
Go down to advanced portfolio and projects.
Yeah.
And you'll see we've got Michael Hale in here.
Yeah.
In another tab, what you have to do first, I just did that backwards, so completely ignore me. Go to menus, portfolio, new, whatever it's called. For this, I'm going to call it test.
Okay.
Down to page display. Now, this is what appears in this tab at the top. Yeah. So I would call it whatever it's called. Go back to my details, select my menu type, which is SP Page Builder, select my page, go and get project, because that's what I just called it, save and close.
Yeah.
Then I go back to this advanced portfolio and I go into test. This is the one we've just been doing. And I put the project URL, which is test. Well, it wouldn't be. It would be, well, yeah, it is for this actually now. Sorry, I'm lying to you. It would be like this. So you would copy MC Hale -CO -solicitors and you drop it in here. In here with the media manager, just choose the thumbnail you want. So just upload a file from your computer, whatever you've, let me just find one. So let's just use that. And I'll choose that. I redo that in there. In my project, I choose the tags that he wants. So it could be marketing, it could be print, it could be commercial. So let's choose all of those and you hit save and close. If I go back to the front end, see?
Okay.
I've now got it. And it's talking to the page, which is great. That's what we want. The other thing I'd say to you is you want all of these to be the same size. So if he likes the layout of this where they're all boxes, God, this website's so slow. You're going to have to crop those thumbnail images so they're a square. Because what we've done here, because of what we're working with, this one is not a square, this is long, which it would be, it'd be landscape, see? So it's a landscape picture. What you'd want to do is maybe cut this so it's say 800 by 800 pixels, but it's just a square. So even if you crop just a bit out of it, that would be your main image. And then he doesn't have it being all over the shop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what you would do. But that's how you do it. So do you get the process?
Yeah.
So you build the page, go to the menu, call it whatever it is, save it, then go back to advanced portfolio, pop it in. What I would suggest you do is we work backwards. So I would say, sorry, this was the first one that he did. And this one would be the most recent one that he did. Now, to expand on these things up here, so, you know, advertising, that sort of thing, branding, which
those don't work.
Yeah, which don't work. The way you would do that, you go to the back end of your website, and you go into components and down to tags. And in here, you do a new tag. So you could do advertising. So now you've got the advertising tag. So when you go into your portfolio and you do your new project, say I wanted to add advertising to test. When I go to the front end, you'll see advertising now appears, and the only thing that's in advertising is that one. And
Okay,
that's how that filter works.
Could we custom those?
Like
Like
what, sorry?
CSS?
Did you what, darling?
Like could we custom those? Maybe the different color, the text.
Oh, of course. No, yeah, of course. I can change the color of those, not a drama. To do that, you'd go to Advanced Portfolio, Options, and in here you can change the backgrounds.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So you can play around with that. But what I want you to do, which I know may annoy you, but it's the best way to learn, because that's what I do. I learn on the job. And then like what you're doing with me, let me show you my Skype. This is my go-to. This is Paul. This is my lead developer for WA Designs. He is in Poland. And I even say to him, what the hell, Paul? And he sends me little videos. So don't ever feel scared to like ask me a question, because we've all got a go-to.
Yeah.
I don't try and bother Paul so much because he charges me for his time.
Really?
Yeah, well, he does, because he'll go to me like, especially if he's helping a client, he'll generally tell me stuff for free, but then he'll bill me for stuff he's done for a client that I just can't get my head around or whatever. And then I have to pass it on to the client, or some clients I should know what I'm doing, but I'm just busy. So I just pay him. So it does work that way. But the best way to do it is to go and play. And that's what I mean. This is not a live site. Go and play, break it, try and fix it. But when it does do your nut in, you phone a friend, and that's me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, going back to this, and I don't want you to focus on this at the moment. I want you to play around with the portfolio. But with building the pages, like I've looked at your homepage, you don't need, and maybe this is what we need to go over, you don't need to do all this empty space and stuff. There's a different way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
So if we go back to the MC Hale solicitors, and this is where it keeps changing, but in a good way. Can you see here now where I've split this row and I've left this blank, and we go to, let me go back to this. Rather than putting in empty spaces, it's done it already for me.
Oh, okay.
So that stops you creating work for yourself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right.
But what I don't want you to do is sit there going, I'm wasting my time trying to teach myself. Don't ever think that. But also in the next breath, go and play. And like I said, this is not like it's a live website and you've taken someone's business down and we're all going to end up in court. This is a website we're building on, but every day's a school day and you'll learn.
Yeah.
But don't drive yourself nuts. If you get stuck and it's doing your head in, like I've just showed you, I've been doing this 15 years in May. I still phone a friend and go, mate, you need to help me out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it does your head in and you can't know everything. Or you forget something because you've not used an add-on for so long and you're like, why is it not working?
Yeah. Oh, another thing, now that you said that doesn't work, with the convert forms, he has a convert form, like a communication form. Well, I like customize it as like he has done with his, but it doesn't show up for some reason. Like it shows up differently of how I built it, and it's like very crazy because I don't know how are we gonna do that. Yeah, it shows up like this, but I haven't built it like this. And when you go to like convert forms, you'll see that I haven't built it like it, but it keeps like showing up like this, and I don't really know why. Do you see? It's very weird.
No, that's right.
I don't know how.
You're saying you want the background grey. Okay, so label text is grey. Did you build this from scratch?
No, I built it here in Convert Forms.
Right, okay, so did you use this here where it says start from scratch?
Oh yeah. I don't know why it does this.
Don't worry. Go play with the portfolios first, and then I can go in and we can redo this again. I think we're at a stage now, Mary, where we need to do stuff in bite-sized chunks, which could be over the next week, but at least then you're going to get a better understanding. So I think if you're wanting to focus on, you know, Made with Love, let's concentrate on this bit, and then maybe, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm around, I think, in the afternoon. Let's have a look. I've got to do some training with David at 11 o'clock because he wants to do a couple of websites, which is fine because he wants to go to, well, he's going to the World Cup. So I'm giving him the odd website, but I have told him that you're my main girl, which he's quite cheesed up about. But yeah, I'm going to be around tomorrow.
All right.
So
Okay.
what we could do is, if you focus on this today and get your head around that, go play with this, where you said this annoys you and you want to, you know, you want, I mean, I've done the hover, but you can flick between the module, which is, where are we, site modules and advanced portfolio. In here, you can play around with the style and change the background. So you've got like the info background button and all that sort of thing. You go play with it.
Okay.
And, you know, achieve that hurdle today. But what I will do is I'll download this and upload this video to the YouTube channel, and then send you the link so you can go back and forward to it.
Okay.
And then we'll just readdress something else.
All right. Yeah, that works.
All right, mate.
All right. That's good.
Okay.
That's what I want. I think that was all my questions.
If you've got any more, darling, you know where I am, okay?
Yeah, sure, Debs.
All right, mate. No worries. All right. I will stop sharing and stop recording, and I will upload it and send you the link on WhatsApp when I've done it.
Okay. Could I have the rest of the recordings from the other day?
Yeah, I need to find those. I need to find them. I've put them somewhere safe on my Mac.
Okay,
I will find them, which is why I'm going to do this one now. So yeah, sometimes I get up, walk away from stuff, and I start something else, and then I forget what I'm meant to be doing. But yeah, I will go find that for you now.
Okay, yeah, send me with WeTransfer.
All right, darling, no worries.
Okay, thank you, Debs.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.